Hi guys and dolls, how are you? I hope you're well. So we're going to dive right in. We're not going to waste time. We're not going to do long intros. Forget about it. Forget about it. If you are subscribed, thank you. Glad to have you. If you're not subscribed, join the family. Click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. So let's go. Today we're going to talk about how to prevent the trauma bond when it starts. Trauma bond with a narcissist or any other mentally disordered person is dangerous because once you are trauma bonded, you allow this mofo to do anything to you. Beat your ass, blacken your eye, knock you down the stairs, cause you to have a miscarriage, put a gun to your face, beat you with the pistol, do whatever, and you're okay with it because you're trauma bonded. He could have put a knife to your throat, and you're gonna be okay with it. So obviously we want to break the trauma bond before it starts. Because when we go into a trauma bond, we're not thinking. And that's the narcissist, that's what they're hoping for. That's the dream of the narcissist, that they could do whatever they want to you and you're okay with it because you love him. First of all, let me stop that right where it starts. You don't love this person, okay? You're trauma bonded to them. There is a difference, okay? You're trauma bonded. You don't love them because you know in your logical mind, love does not involve whooping somebody's ass or allowing someone to get beat. That's just illogical, right? So anyway, here we go. Things that could ward off the trauma bond before it starts. And this isn't gender specific. You're going to hear me say a lot of he and him. This is not just for men. You know, women dealing with narcissistic men. This is not gender specific. Anybody who watches my videos know that I do say that it is not gender specific. But I happen to be female, so I'm talking about females dealing with males. Although women can be narcissistic monsters also. Studies have shown that during the love bombing phase, a person with low self-esteem gets a higher boost of serotonin and dopamine. So if you have low self-esteem and this person's love bombing you, you are going to be more receptive to being swept off your feet because you're not grounded in a solid self-esteem foundation. So if your self-esteem is low, and you will know by tolerating anything off of somebody until he kills you, and yes, women do that, which tells me you have either low self-esteem or no self-esteem, and I'm going to help you with that, okay? Love bombing is designed to snare you into the dark unknown, where things get dark and potentially deadly at some point. And this isn't an exaggeration. Women get killed all the time because she went back to him over and over and over again. The violence increases and she still went back or she still stayed with him until he finally killed her. I don't want you all in that boat, okay? So one of the things that you need to do, and this is so important, okay? You need to get out early in the relationship. Don't wait until he's got you pushed against the wall with his elbow in your neck and a gun in the other hand. You don't want that, okay? Let's not do this, okay? Too much tolerance of snarky comments in the beginning, which is a huge red flag. Do not allow people to talk to you any kind of way. I don't care how much he digmatized you. You better start standing up for yourself because narcissistic people use sex as a weapon to make you go in the brain. So when they tell you, bitch, go get me a beer, you're like, okay. Now, somebody who thinks the world of herself, and I don't mean in a narcissistic way, but she knows that she loves herself, and he says, bitch, get me a beer, she's like, who do you think you're talking to like that? See what I'm saying? See the difference? Instead of, okay, and your hand's broke, you better go get it yourself, and you better not talk to me like that no more. He keeps doing it, you cut him loose, you fire his ass. You cannot be terrified to be alone. That's a weapon that they use too. Men and women can smell low self-esteem. They can smell it. You don't want to be like that. Okay. You keeping this person's behavior a secret is the narc's benefit. Don't feel shame. The abuser needs to be the one who feels shameful, okay? You don't want to tell your mom. You don't want to tell your dad. You don't want to tell your best friend because you feel embarrassed. Let me stop you right freaking there. You don't need to be embarrassed or ashamed. The person who's abusing you needs to be embarrassed and ashamed. All right? Let's flip that back where it needs to go, with the monster, not with you. Screw that feeling embarrassed and shameful and you don't want to tell a person. You better tell somebody, because when you get silly in the head, they could talk some sense into you and say, oh, hell no, oh, no, you get away from that fool right now. Now. I better not catch you talking to him, texting him, or nothing else. In fact, we're going to block him on your phone now. Okay? You have to be strong enough to defend yourself and protect yourself. That's your responsibility. Anyway, ignoring the basics. Does this person have their own place to live? A job? Do they have basic hygiene? Do they take care of their body, their teeth? If they don't take care of themselves, what makes you think they'll take good care of you? Okay? You'd be surprised how many women in Missouri settle for meth heads. These fools ain't got no job. They ain't got no place to live. His teeth are all black, or he doesn't even have teeth and his gums are black. These are the type of men that these stupid bitches around here are attracted to. Oh my God, he smiled and he had a rotten mouth. Oh, that's freaking hot. Ew. That's just straight up nasty. Women will settle for that because they're scared to be alone. It's freaking stupid. You need to go to a psych ward if that's what you're settling for. All right. Not having any boundaries at all, or having weak boundaries. Okay? These are mistakes that people make. Meaning you can be talked out of anything. If someone respects your decisions, they will not argue or persuade you to do differently unless what you plan to do is harmful to yourself or harmful to someone else. Otherwise, someone should respect your boundaries, okay? If they can't, peace out. Okay. Pay attention to how they treat others in public, waitresses, a clerk at the store, etc. If they are rude to them, that's a red flag, right? Some narcs pretend to be super chill, laid back, even-keeled. The first time they get angry or fly into a rage for no reason, be done with them. Narcissists really enjoy being angry. It's one of their favorite things to do because it throws you off guard and they're not right in the head. So between the two of those, you need out of there. Out of there. I don't care if his schlong goes to the floor. You need to be out of there. Buy a toy if you need something that bad. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. Quit laughing. It's not funny. So yeah, they pretend to be, you know, laid back. Nothing phases them. Easy to get along with. Everything's cool until it's not cool. And it's about, you're always 2 seconds away from the next temper tantrum. No, that's, we gonna cut that off at the knees. No, we're not doing that. Nope, nope, nope. Grow the fuck up. Okay, grow up. Adults don't do that. Especially all the time. You cannot be afraid to be alone. The connection that we have to the narc during the love bombing phase gets us hooked on them like a drug. It's a natural high. The grass seems greener. You hear the beautiful sounds of the birds singing. That makes us get deeply hooked. What you must remember is that is smoke and mirrors. None of that is real. Once the mask slips off, you have to walk away. Again, you must have strong and powerful, unbreakable boundaries, okay? And where's my other page? Okay, so. All right, so when you have unbreakable boundaries, that's going to be your best weapon against someone who's mentally disordered, especially a narcissist. Guys have, you know, called women up. He done rocked that butt before, so she gets dumb in the head. He calls her up 2 o'clock in the morning. What you doing, baby? laying here going to sleep. Why don't you come on over here with your sexy ass? Okay. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you're the queen? You got to consider, pretend that you're royalty. And I don't mean stuck up, nose in the sky. If it rains, you could drown. Okay, I'm not talking about that. If you were a queen in the castle, do you honestly think for 2 seconds that the queen is going to get off her throne and go down to the peasants? Nah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The queen's not going to get no call at 2 in the morning and say, oh, let me sneak out the castle and go be with one of the peasants. No, no. And when someone calls you at 2 in the morning to get out of your nice, warm, comfortable bed to go see them, they have zero respect for you. If they have zero respect for you, they're a peasant. You are a queen. Put yourself on a pedestal. No, I'm not coming to your house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Hail to the no, bitch. Punk ass bitch. Not going to happen. I called my friend that today. He was running his mouth, and I said, shut the hell up. Kept running his mouth. I said, shut the hell up, punk ass bitch. Gotta love your friends. So your boundaries, I mean, they have to be in place. There's no way around it. All right. And when they call and they try their, oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I love you. I'll never do that again. That's a bunch of bullshit. And we're going to guarantee that you never do it again because you are being cut off. You won't have the opportunity to do it again, whatever it is. Calling her names, pushing her up against the wall, screaming in her face, you're this close to her. Oh, no, no, no. Would a queen put up with that? Hell no. She'd have your head gone before the daybreak. Your head would be chopped off. I mean, come on. No, we're not. No, no. You done lost your mind up in here. Let that person talk to the hand. Block them the second you walk away. Remember we used to do that? Talk to the hand because the face don't understand. That's right. Get in the habit of doing that. Fire people. Just be done with them. Block on all social media and stay off of their social media. Consider them dead to you. Women tolerate, and men tolerate way too much bullshit. You let these motherfuckers talk to you any kind of way. You let them raise their voice. You better be ready when I get there. Just talk to you any kind of way. So like on one hand, they want you to be their kid, but on the other hand, they want to screw you. You got a fantasy for fucking children because you're talking to me like I'm your child, but then at the same time, you're trying to get me undressed so you can do whatever you want to me. No, 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 no. You don't talk to grown folks like that, and you damn sure don't talk to me like that. Y'all are going to have to stop this shit because you're putting yourself in harm's way when you allow yourself to go into the love bombing phase and you allow yourself to be tricked, bamboozled, and hoodwinked by this demon. Then he gets a free pass. So instead of getting rid of him when he raises his voice to you, you're going to wait till he blacks your eyes so you can put a bunch of makeup on to hide it. And you're still going to stay with him. These days have got to stop. You've got to stop allowing people to take a dump on you. And that's what you're doing when you let them talk to you crazy, abuse you, neglect you, ignore you, cold, they go cold. They don't respond to anything you say. I'm going to make you suffer. I ain't talking to you, dumbass, because I know when I don't talk to you, you're going to be like, how come he's not talking to me? Oh. It's a way to control you. Do you want to be dominated? Do you want to be in a construction? What is it called? Concentration camp. You want to be in a concentration camp? Because when you're with the wrong person, that's exactly how you're going to feel. Like you're in prison. You don't want this shit. Stop these fools where they stand. I don't know who the hell you talking to like that. Practice that in the mirror when you're not involved with a guy. Practice saying that. I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to. And you know what? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't give a shit about flowers and a bracelet and a necklace. I don't care. You're an asshole and I'm done. Don't be shy. Don't be timid. Don't be, I really don't like when you talk to me like that. Look, stick with me. You practice saying that shit in the mirror. Pretend you cussing somebody out. Who do you think you're talking to like that? You better change your tone talking to me like that. I don't give a shit. You change your tone when you talk to me. I'm done with your ass. Wait, baby, 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 please. Oh, no, 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 no. Hell no, no. You better start being as nasty as they are and then fire them. Forget I'm sorry and here's some chocolates. Unless they're Cadbury eggs. Because I really love Cadbury eggs. I'm just kidding. But quit laughing. It's not funny. But, you know, you seriously, on a serious note, you have got to stop allowing people to treat you any kind of way. This has got to stop. Because it's frightening what women allow. It's scary. It really is. People get killed because they just let a person do whatever they want to do. No, we're not playing that game. You watch this video as many times as you need to until you get that through your head that you're done taking people's crap. Okay? Done. So many women are drawn to the bird with the broken wing. And as usual, I'm warm, so what else is new? Oh my God. Yeah, here's a magazine. Ooh, I like magazines. Ooh, child. I don't want it to be distracting. You see men that are broken as a project. He had a bad childhood. Nobody's ever loved him. He went from foster home to foster home to foster home, and he feels so lost. He has no direction in life. He has no car, no place to live. He's a bird with a broken wing. You know what? You better stop taking on projects. If you need to build something, get you a model. Get you one of them plastic kits that you put the car together or put the doll together or whatever it is, the building together, whatever it is that you're putting together. Get a model and put that together. Stop trying to fix grown-ass people. If he can't approach you like a man with his ducks in a row, he got a place to live, he got a car, and all of that. If he can't approach you as a man with the simple basics down pat, if he can't do that, no. You talk to me when you get your act together. If I'm single. And if I'm not, I wish you the best. You don't have to be nasty about it. But I want you to practice saying things in the mirror. So when you say it to somebody, it rolls right off your tongue like that. We're done playing. We're done playing. Women they see others as projects that need to be fixed. They are the rescue types. That's an easy way for you to get manipulated by somebody. He's never had love before. All the women before me cheated on him, broke his heart in a million pieces. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I've suffered intense violence in the house that I grew up in. It was like being raised in Saudi Arabia. You always have to look over your back. You never over your shoulder. And you never know when drama's going to hit. You just don't. Do I use that as a sob story? No. In fact, you don't tell nobody that because they're going to use that as a weapon against you. I'm going to give you all the love your parents couldn't give you in the love bombing phase. I'm going to make your ass feel like Queen Elizabeth or better. That shit don't faze me. In fact, if you do too much right out the gate, I don't trust your ass because nobody does that unless they're trying to manipulate somebody. I'm just saying. You don't do that for total strangers. That means you can't be trusted. Maybe the person's very giving, but who does that right out the gate like that? No, I don't trust your ass. I'm sorry. I don't. This is a no-brainer. The first time they get violent with you physically, you get the police involved and you file a report. Stop making excuses for them. Well, he didn't really hit me. He pushed me and I fell. That was my fault that I fell. Do not allow someone to get physical with you unless it is in a loving way. No snatching somebody up, no grabbing them by the hair or grabbing them by the shirt, push them against the wall, get in their face and say, "What did I tell you?" None of that, or you walk away. Okay? You walk away. If you have to lie to get away from that person and say, I have to get my, yeah, I'm going to spend the night. I told you I would, didn't I? Chill. I'm going to go out there and I left something in a car. You go in your car and you take off and you never look back. You do what you got to do and get the cops involved. If they get fired from their job, tough shit. You should get fired from your job because you don't have any respect for people. Maybe that'll be a very valuable lesson learned. You don't put your goddamn hands on nobody. Somebody gonna mess around and get one person that I was engaged to. I had fantasies of killing him. He never hit me. He snatched me up. And I thought to myself, I'm going to stab him to death. He's going to put his hand on me one time too many, and I'm going to kill him. I'm literally going to kill him. But then I realized I don't want to go to jail. Okay? So the first time, they're disrespectful. Cut ties off. I've been guilty of sticking around too long too. And I'm not doing it no more. Life's too short. All of us could be dead 5 minutes from now, dead tomorrow. We don't wake up once we go to bed. And up until that time, you put up with people's bullshit, and that's the legacy that you were always abused? Oh, no. Hell no. And hell no. No. Done. Done. Get the police involved, file a report. Stay on your intellect, not your heart. Your heart will get you screwed every time. You got to use your brain. And if you're not sure if this is abuse, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's abuse. If you don't want your kid going through that, or you don't want nobody talking to your mom like that, or talk to your daughter like that, there you go. If it's done in a negative, demeaning way, even in the form of a so-called joke, we're not doing that shit. No. If you want to, you could give them a warning. If it happens again, you're done. And you block them on your phone, and you don't hesitate to block them, because when you hesitate, you're going to allow them in your circle again and again and again and again. Before you know it, you're head over heels in love / trauma bonded. And it's a lot harder to get out once your brain starts getting brainwashed. It's a lot harder to get away from. We're not going to let it get to that point. Okay? Stay on your intellect, not your heart. The heart will get you in deep trouble. Use the brain. Once that person crosses into enemy territory, it's a wrap. You're done. You want to go home and cry in a bowl of ice cream? Go home and cry. But you're done. We're going to make these fools be gentlemen. Act like you got some damn sense. Treat me with respect at all times, whether we're together a day, a month, a year, 10 years, 25 years, 35 years, 50 years. I don't give a shit how many years it's been. Or you go act like a nice guy for 2 years like my ex did, ex-husband. And then all of a sudden you're going to act like a fool, worse than usual. And don't let the time mess you up. We've been together for 20 years. You're going to throw it in the trash? Yeah, because I told you to stop disrespecting me and you won't do it. You continue to disrespect me, which means you don't love me. And if you don't love me, there is no point in me being with you. You could cry. You could be as upset as you want to be. Cut his ass off. Be done. You're going to have to start being, I don't know, security guard of your life. You're going to have to be like Homeland Security of your life and stop this shit. Because they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do. And they know how to get you on your good side. And smooze it over. Baby, I love you so much. I'm sorry. If he has to drop a tear or two, that's what he'll do. Or what she will do. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I love you so much. I just had so much pain in my childhood. No. No. Not only firing you, but I suggest you call a therapist. That's what you do. It's not being cold-blooded. That's called being responsible. You have to be responsible for your life or you're going to lose it. You're going to get killed. You're going to tolerate too much and get killed. If you think I'm playing, you better look at the news. And start watching some criminal documentaries if you think I'm playing. There's, on the ID channel, it's called, I think it's called Obsessed. And it's a true story of women who have been, oh my God, viciously violated by someone that they used to care about or that they are obsessed with, you know, and they can't get away from them. One girl, she got beat so bad, I'm stuttering. I'm shocked that she's still alive. He beat her with a rubber hose. I know of another lady that was set on fire. I know one lady that got killed, not by her man, but she got killed by her friend's man because the friend didn't want to be bothered with him no more and was seeing someone else because he's a bastard. And so he goes over to the friend's house saying, "Where's my girl at?" And that woman was pregnant, the one that he went over to her house. And she said, "I don't know where she's at." "Yo, you mean to tell me you're friends with her? You don't know where she's at?" And he went berserk and he killed her. Her and her baby died. I mean, people have lost their freaking marbles. So you better stop this in the beginning. I don't want to hear how much you love him. You don't love him. There's two problems with that. You don't love him. You fell in love with the person they pretended to be. That person is fake. That person doesn't exist. Okay? Then if you stay with them too long, you get trauma bonded. Trauma bond, you get that serotonin in your brain. You get that dopamine in your brain. You're higher than a kite. And you're trapped in cement. Emotional cement. You got to fire their ass in the beginning before you get your brain all convoluted. You get rid of their ass. In the beginning. No excuses. "I'm having a hard time at work." I don't give a shit. That doesn't give you a license to do anything to someone else that you shouldn't be doing. I don't give a shit what your excuse is. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Yo, stick with me. I got you. I'll teach you how to do it. I'll be a cold-blooded bitch because I'm done with your ass. It's not even being cold-blooded. It's my responsibility to protect myself. It's your responsibility to protect yourself. And I like being mean. I'm just going to tell you. After dealing with all the pieces of garbage on a dating site, and they had all kind of snarky ass shit to say, I finally stopped being polite, and it was great. I felt freedom. I felt strong. One guy said, I said this in another video. I don't know if y'all can see it. One of my tats. I have 5 tattoos. I want another one, but that's besides the point. Oh, you ruined it. He said this on dating site. You ruined a perfectly good chest. I said, I got a solution. Don't look at it. All right. I felt so good to say stuff like that because I was so polite before. Screw polite. If you're an ass, I'm going to be an ass. You're going to be a bigger ass, I'll be the biggest ass. You want to play? Let's play. Checkmate, bitch. Life's too short. I'm telling y'all, life's too short. If you stay with that person after they got physical with you and continue to stay while they get more and more violent, you're waiting to be killed. You're waiting to be killed. It's like you're in a line with cows that are waiting their turn. They know something terrible is happening in there, but they're waiting in the chute. They can't get out. They can't escape. And they're going to get killed next. You're in the line waiting to be killed. And you're probably in the line with other women too, because that person, especially if they're a narc or otherwise mentally disordered, they have lots of women that they're banging at the same time. So all of y'all are waiting to get killed. Ain't nothing sexy about that. So think about that. Get them away from you forever. Once someone shows you who they are, believe them. Stop making stupid ass excuses. Stop. There was a woman on YouTube. I saw her video the other day. I'm not going to say who she is for her privacy, unless I had gotten permission to tell other people about it on my video. But so I'm not going to say her name, just to respect, even though she said her story publicly. Besides the point, I don't want to say her name. But long story short, she dated a guy that was way out of her league. She's a professional. And he is a bum. He has gold teeth in his mouth. You're not going to get a good job like that. Okay? You're never going to see a CEO, CFO, vice president, or president of a company with a gold grill. You're just not going to see that. Even in an all chocolate company, you're not going to see that ever. Okay? So he got gold teeth in his mouth. He don't know how to form a sentence. She was with him even when he got physical, even when he got violent. She stayed with him. He pistol whipped her at one point. He tried to choke her. And she stayed with him. After he beat her with the gun, she still stayed with him. And I said to her, "What are you doing with him in your house after he beat you with the gun? Are you serious?" I was just stunned. that she let him in her house. Come to find out, he has a baby mama, so he's got a little toddler that is his kid. I'm not going to say the gender of the kid. That's not relevant to the story anyway. Long story short, he killed the child because he didn't want to be bothered with the child. So he killed this child and also killed the mother when the mother came looking for her child, because he was supposed to be watching the child. So he killed the mother too. This is the same son of a bitch that you're letting back in your life, the same son of a bitch that you're letting in your house. And you should never be in a position where it's gotten so bad that you're terrified to leave this person. You know what they're capable of, and you stay there out of fear. You are waiting to get killed. You are waiting in line to be killed. And some people are so psychotic, once they start killing, they actually love the rush. So they keep doing it. Definition of a serial killer is someone who kills 3 or more people. Do you want to be next? Because you love him? Fuck him. I'm just telling you. Okay? Stop being mushy-gushy. Fire him in the beginning. When this crap starts, you stop it. And you fire him. Soon as you're disrespectful, it's a wrap. Because you're showing me who you are. And I don't like who you are. I don't like who I'm seeing already. Bye. And no, you'll have no opportunity to, talk me out of it, because I've already seen you be you. And I'm not impressed. You're disgusting. So don't let yourself get killed. Don't let yourself get drugged and raped. Don't let your children get raped. Got a lot of adults that love children. Be careful who you let in your house, especially when you have kids. Okay? And some of them are not only fascinated with kids sexually, they kill them so that there's no witness. But they're too dumb to realize homicide cases don't have a expiration date, okay? That case could stay open indefinitely, so you're pretty stupid for doing that. You're not going to get away with it, dummy. So, I also suggest, sorry, asthma, acting a fool. I also suggest you guys get tasers. I also suggest you get a knife, pepper spray. If you're walking to your car and it's at night, do not leave it in your purse or your car. Your weapon needs to be in your hand. Okay? That's another way you learn to protect yourself, and you start developing your self-esteem. We're going to go more into this